And Matt Griffith, the head football coach and athletic director at Sylacauga High School, joined us. And Matt, on the road again tonight, sir.
Yeah, going to Greenville, Alabama. First round of the playoffs. About 2 hour drive, not too far. It's not like going to Demopolis or going all the way down to Mobile. So we're excited about going. School's really excited. Had a fantastic, what we call a blackout pep rally in the auditorium. Our student body and our school's very, very excited about going.
You know, people in this area that support Sylacauga High School, this is the norm. They expect Sylacauga to go to the playoffs.
Well, it took a while to get it there, and that's exactly what we want. Like I said, it took some years to finally get it to. It's fully expected. Every year when we go through our off season, we talk about the playoffs, we talk about winning seasons. As a coaching staff and as a team, we fully expect to have winning seasons. We fully expect to go the first round now. The biggest thing last year gave us a taste of getting out of the first round, and now we want to consistently get out of the first round and consistently make some noise in the state. We're
going to get back to the playoffs in just a minute, but you've been over at Sylacauga for now 10 years. This is your 10th year. Has Sylacauga lost to B.B. Comer under your leadership in 10 years?
No, we have not.
Yeah. And another big win last Thursday night, the Marble City Classic, and B.B. Comer gets out early, but once Sylacauga gets going, they kind of ran away with it.
Well, I mean, you have to give credit to a lot of those Comer kids. I mean, they're 0-9 going into playing a 5A football team. The chances of them winning are very slim. You can't lie to kids. They understand that, and they fought.
They're pretty smart, aren't they?
They are. Kids are smart, and they're more street smart than we were when we were in school. And they came out, and we knew they would play hard for a half, and they did. Comer was a lot better offensively than they have been showing. I thought they did a good job offensively, moving the football on us. We hit them some things defensively, and we knew if we hit them fast and quick, and if you jump up 2 or 3 scores, it's hard to come back with that type of offense. But people talk about not losing to Comer, and I think there's like 14 straight years. But there's some discrepancies on the school now. We know that this is not the same town it was 25, 30 years ago because of the mill. And Comer and Sylacauga used to be such similar schools, more similar than the two schools that didn't like each other will admit. And I'm talking academically and athletically. They were both outstanding schools. They were both. And the mill closing and the way the mill village is now, it really hurt B.B. Comer just a little bit.
You got to play a lot of players last Thursday night, and that's got to bode well. You're a young football team anyway.
Sure. Yeah, we played every kid we had on the sideline, and that's always a good thing. Every ninth grader that's been dressing with the varsity, and we don't dress all our ninth graders, but we dressed about 10. They all got a lot of playing time, which is valuable. Especially some young, we're playing young running backs anyway. We started a freshman, then we had 2 more freshmen come in there and get some starting time. So it was a good night.
Playoffs tonight against Greenville, every game is critical. You lose and you're done for the season.
And we told our kids that. I mean, it's it. I mean, you control your own destiny. You have to win to play another one. But Coach Savarese, a lot of people don't realize that every coach that makes playoff goes Saturday to Montgomery to trade film. And he made a great statement in that don't let one game, once you've made the playoffs, dictate what you think about your entire season. He said, because there's only going to be 7 teams that win a state championship. That's it. There's only going to be 1 team out of 5A win it. Well, there were 32 schools there from 5A. We're
That's
one
a crowd.
And there's 32 not there. Making the playoffs is a great accomplishment, and we want to be proud for our kids. But on the same token, we want to teach our kids to keep striving, to keep playing as those playoffs go, to control your own destiny.
1 seed Greenville against a 4 seed Sylacauga. What do you see on tape about this Greenville football team?
A lot of athletes. I mean, they're very athletic. They've got 2 or 3 receivers that are all 6'2", 6'3", can run, they jump. Defensively, they fly to the football. They're a good football, very talented football team. Up front, offensive line-wise, we think we can take advantage of some. They're very young up front and not as good and talented up front as they are in their skill positions. So, but we've got to come out of the gate. We've got to control the football. We've got to keep the ball out of their hands. They got a lot of weapons. They're fast.
And certainly a key in any game, especially in the playoffs, turnovers and special teams.
They are, and we can't turn the ball over and give them a lot. That's the thing about it. And like I said, we've got to be able to sustain long drives and keep their offense off the field. If we don't do that, it could be a long night. I mean, if we do that, then you give yourself a chance to win.
Assess this Aggie football team. Regular season complete in the first round of the playoffs as you look ahead to Greenville, but assess this Sylacauga football team through the regular season.
I probably one of the most proud that I've been of a team since I've been here. This was a team that lost 27 seniors, and it's not just about losing 27 seniors. We lost 9 starters offensively and lost 6 on the defensive side of the football. And we knew we were replacing them with good players, but with inexperience. You know, that we were replacing them with sophomores and juniors. A lot of sophomores on the field. And we faced a lot of adversity this year. When you lose your quarterback, game 4. When you lose a running back that's a sophomore that had already rushed for 1,300
It was
yards.
a veteran, really, as a sophomore.
And was toting it 25 times a game to keep pressure off a sophomore quarterback. That's a lot of adversity. And they've handled it. They've continued to win. They finished up 7-3. That is a testament to them. That's a testament in their belief in our program and that they know how to win. I'm very proud of this group, regardless of what happens tonight. And they've got a good shot to win tonight. Even as young as we are, we've got a good shot to win tonight. And I call it feast or famine. When you're playing a number 1 versus a number 4 seed, it's feast or famine. We win the game, you could get beat 50-0. It could go either way. You know, those are the things that you face. But very proud of this team. Very, very excited about the majority of them. We have 9 starters coming back offensively next year. We've got about 5 or 6 defensively. We've got a good group of young kids coming. We're very excited across the board of our program in the next 2 years.
And the guys, including another sophomore quarterback who stepped in for the injured quarterback, assess his play through the regular season.
Big learning curve. I mean, the biggest thing Jackson brings to you in a ball game is that there's some things he does wrong, but there's a lot of things. He's a very calm kid. He doesn't get shook when he makes mistakes. And that is an asset to him as a quarterback. You know, the biggest thing you don't want a young quarterback to do when he comes in, don't let him beat you. And Jackson doesn't beat us. You know, he gets everybody lined up, he gets the right play called, and he's done a lot of things. And I'm telling you, we don't win the games we won without him coming in and doing a good job against Childersburg, against Talladega, and those type of schools. And I'll admit, the bye week helped us. The bye week, getting a 2-week break after you lose your quarterback was huge for our football program. It let us refocus our kids, do some things that we had gotten away from fundamentally. That helped.
And finally, this morning, Sylacauga taking on Greenville tonight. Your defense, you're going to have to have some guys step up and make some big plays for you tonight.
Absolutely. Big challenge in the secondary. The corners are going to be tested all night long. They're going to throw deep 75. We call them the Mad Bombers. I mean, they just fade back and they chunk it as far as they can. And there's no route to it. It's just chunk it.
Just try to run under it.
Just run under it, and they got great athletes to do it. So our corners will be tested. They got their starting running back. So they may be running the football a little bit more than they have shown on film. He's been hurt for 4 or 5 games. You know, like I said, we've just got to contain the big play. They're a big play offense. They don't grind it. They're not going to do 10-play drives. They are 3 downs punt, 3 downs punt, 3 downs punt, throw a 65-yard touchdown. And they're a big play. We've got to take the big play away from them.
Sylacauga and Greenville kick at 7 o'clock tonight. Coach, always a pleasure. See you next week.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Coach Matt Griffith, the head football coach of the Sylacauga Aggies, our guest this morning. Sylacauga traveling to Greenville to take on the Tigers. Kick at 7 p.m. tonight.